High above the clouds, turbulence rocked the aircraft as passengers clung to their armrests. Among them was Evelyn Carter, an elderly woman with a quiet strength that belied her unassuming demeanor. What the flight crew didn't realize was that Evelyn was far from ordinary. She was a retired Air Force colonel and one of the first black women to pilot combat missions. What happened next would leave everyone aboard forever changed. If you love stories of triumph, justice, and inspiration, don't forget to subscribe to Story Precious and hit the notification bell so you never miss an incredible tale like this one. Assumptions and prejudice. The bustling morning airport was alive with movement as Evelyn Carter adjusted her travel bag, her gray hair neatly pinned back. Her attire, a simple cardigan and slacks, gave her an air of quiet dignity, but she was used to being underestimated. She presented her first-class ticket at the counter, noticing the fleeting doubt in the attendant's expression. "Enjoy your flight, Mrs. Carter," the agent said with forced politeness. Evelyn nodded. "Thank you. You too." At security, whispers from nearby passengers caught her ear. "First class? She doesn't look the type," someone murmured. Evelyn ignored them, her face impassive as she moved through the checkpoint. On board, she encountered the captain near the jet bridge. His sharp blue eyes lingered on her a beat too long. "Good morning," he said with a polite but questioning tone. "Are you sure you're in the right line?" "I'm quite sure," Evelyn replied, handing over her boarding pass. Inside the cabin, Evelyn's calm demeanor was soon tested. The captain approached her seat, scrutinizing her boarding pass. "Sometimes passengers get confused about their assignments," he said. Evelyn met his gaze. "I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be." Satisfied, or perhaps unconvinced, the captain retreated. Evelyn felt the sting of assumptions, but refused to let it define her. She gazed out the window as the plane ascended, finding solace in the vast expanse of sky she had once commanded with ease. The crisis. Half an hour into the flight, turbulence jolted the plane violently. Passengers gasped, and drink trays spilled. Evelyn immediately sensed that something was wrong. The subtle shift in the engine's pitch confirmed her suspicions. One of the engines was struggling. A flight attendant hurried down the aisle, bracing against the seats. Evelyn called her over. "Excuse me," she said. "I need to speak to the captain. I'm a retired pilot, and this turbulence isn't normal." The young attendant hesitated, her face a mixture of confusion and disbelief. "Ma'am, please remain seated." "I understand the protocol," Evelyn said firmly, "but I also understand aviation. If the captain needs assistance, I can help." After another violent jolt, the attendant relayed Evelyn's message to the cockpit. Moments later, the door opened, and the captain's irritated face appeared. "What is it?" he asked curtly. Inside the cockpit, Evelyn assessed the situation instantly. Rising engine temperatures, severe crosswinds, and a malfunctioning autopilot. Her tone was calm but commanding. "Disengage the autopilot and balance the thrust manually," she instructed. "Engine 2 is overheating. Redistribute the load." Though reluctant, the captain followed her advice. Slowly, the plane began to stabilize. Evelyn continued issuing precise directions, her years of experience shining through. "Descend to 28,000 feet to avoid the worst of the storm," she said, "and reroute to the nearest airport. The runway is shorter, but it's manageable with an extended glide path." The captain, though initially resistant, complied. The landing was firm but controlled, and as the plane came to a stop, the cabin erupted into applause. The lesson. As emergency crews swarmed the plane, Evelyn prepared to leave. The captain approached her near the gate, his expression one of humility. "Mrs. Carter," he began, "thank you. I wasn't prepared to trust you, but you proved me wrong." Evelyn offered a faint smile. "Assumptions can be dangerous, Captain, whether in the air or on the ground." Her words hung in the air, a quiet reminder of the lesson learned. Evelyn stepped into the cool night, her shoulders lighter. She had faced storms, both in life and in flight, and once again, she had risen above. Lessons learned from the story. 1. Don't judge people by their appearance. The story of Evelyn Carter reminds us that hasty judgments, based on appearance or prejudice, can lead to serious mistakes. Evelyn, an older woman, is overlooked simply because of her age and skin color, but she proves that her abilities have no limits on age or ethnicity. 2. The importance of calm and expertise. In a stressful situation, Evelyn kept calm and used her expertise to save the entire flight. This emphasizes that, in every situation, calm and knowledge are the keys to overcoming difficulties. 3. The power of consistency. Even though she faced doubts and initial rejections, Evelyn did not give up. She has proven that consistency and belief in yourself can change both perceptions and results. Meaningful message. 1. We need to overcome prejudice. The story conveys a powerful message that prejudice and discrimination not only hurt, but also cause us to miss out on wonderful opportunities to learn from those who are different from us. 2. Real leadership comes from action. Evelyn doesn't need introductions or titles to affirm her value. She leads with action and understanding, which teaches us that sometimes what we say is not as important as what we do. 3. Change starts with awareness. When the captain finally realizes Evelyn's abilities and value, he also learns an important lesson about respect and changing perceptions. This is a reminder that we can all change the way we see and behave. Evelyn Carter's story is truly inspiring. It reminds me that no matter who you are, where you come from, or what you look like, your ability and determination can break down any barrier. I believe that if each of us learns to recognize the value of others not through appearance, society will become much more equitable and progressive. This story isn't just about Evelyn Carter. It's about breaking down assumptions and recognizing the value of experience and character over appearances. Evelyn's unwavering strength reminds us that prejudice, in any form, can blind us to the true capabilities of those around us. If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Story Precious. What would you have done in Evelyn's place? Share your thoughts in the comments, and hit the notification bell to ensure you never miss another empowering story. Let's continue sharing tales that challenge stereotypes and inspire change.